And the view from the mountains, there's a story to be told.
Dove Award-winning singer-songwriter Cartee knows the importance of being intentional. Cartee and his wife Heather are both Gardner-Webb alums who decided it was more important to them to live big for God rather than to live small for themselves. Although they now call Nashville, Tennessee home, they journeyed back to Boiling Springs, back to the campus where they first met and fell in love, to serve as speakers and worship leaders for the university's annual Celebration Week. Cartee believes setting aside time to glorify God is one of the most important priorities students can establish.
We're talking about worship this week at Celebration Week, and really, to me, in a very plain and simple definition, worship is your mind's attention and your heart's affection expressed. Now, it can be towards anything, your car, your school, your girlfriend, or whatever. But when we place the attention of our mind and the affection of our hearts on an object or on a person, I think that's worship.
As the leader of 5 services, 2 Dimensions classes, and 3 nightly sessions as part of The Verge, Cartee shared his heart and his music with students and did his best to remind them of the importance of the decisions they're making right now. With 4 young sons, Carl and Heather may not exactly know what their future holds, but they do know it is God who holds their future. For Heather, knowing how to walk in the plan that God has for her family is not necessarily easy, but it is simple.
My husband's definitely the heart person, and I'm the head person. I'm the science major. It needs to be practical. It needs to have a plan, step-by-step process. And so I always go back to hearing from the Lord with His Word. And if I know His Word, and so for somebody who's a brand new believer, for somebody who's not a believer, for somebody who's walking strong with the Lord, I would tell them all 3 the same thing. You will find truth in His Word, because what you believe will change, but truth never changes.
Ultimately, Celebration Week at Gardner-Webb is about taking a few days at the beginning of the year to reflect upon the greatness of God, the sacrifices of Jesus Christ, and how each individual who surrenders to His call can rest both in His promises and in His purpose for their life.